If you can dream it, you have the innate ability to make it a reality in your life. True success cannot be achieved until you have experienced failure. The nail that sticks out farthest gets hammered the hardest. To achieve peace, it is crucial to eliminate unnecessary bureaucracy that prevents peace processes from advancing. We must be willing to let go of the life we plan so as to have the life that is waiting for us. To the world, you may be one person, but to one person, you may be the world. You know, life fractures us all into little pieces. It harms us, but it's how we glue those fractures back together that make us stronger. Who we are in the present includes who we were in the past. One of the greatest problems of our time is that many are schooled but few are educated. When you are in company of people who don't add value to your life, you risk wasting your effort to succeed. I don't think that there are any limits to how excellent we could make life seem. Happiness is always there. You just have to choose to see it. There's no point dwelling in the dark and ignoring the light of the stars. The road of excess leads to the palace of wisdom. The thing about getting older is that you don't need everything to be possible anymore. You just need things to be certain. I can chase you, and I can catch you, but there is nothing I can do to make you mine. Things come apart so easily when they have been held together with lies. Perhaps the truth depends on a walk around the lake. Forgiveness doesn't have to be when they are sorry, but when you show compassion to those who don't deserve it. All the world is queer save thee and me, and even thou art a little queer. The life where nothing was ever unexpected, or inconvenient, or unusual. The life without color, pain, or past. You are forgiven for your happiness and your successes only if you generously consent to share them. Next to trying and winning, the best thing is trying and failing. A miracle is often the willingness to see the common in an uncommon way. Muddy water is best cleared by leaving it alone. Any serious social, political, and economic change must include veganism. The wise man knows that it is better to sit on the banks of a remote mountain stream than to be emperor of the whole world. Live, more than your neighbors. Unleash yourself upon the world and go places. Go now. Giggle no, laugh. There is a thin line between poverty and success, and it is perseverance. Successful people don't stop until they see the result they desire. I've heard that the soul often recognizes truth when it hears it, even if the mind does not. We shall not cease from exploration, and the end of all our exploring will be to arrive where we started and know the place for the first time. There's no greater show on earth than observing human nature. Death is the easy part. The hard part is living and knowing you could be so much more than you're willing to be. If you don't want anyone to know about your existence, you might as well kill yourself. You're taking up space, air. It does not take courage to kill. It takes courage to live. There's no backward and no forward, no day other than this. You fill your card as you go, and that's that. Happiness is the only thing worth fighting for in life. Ignorance isn't always the problem. Sometimes, it's also the solution. It depends on how you see it. When faith in our freedom gives way to fear of our freedom, silencing the minority view becomes the operative protocol. The greatest win is walking away and choosing not to engage in drama and toxic energy at all. Every grain of sand has an intricate role to play in this marvelous masterpiece called life. Nothing is random. Respect all happenings. Life is all about becoming a better version of yourself. Vote for the man who promises least. He'll be the least disappointing. To see what is in front of one's nose needs a constant struggle. It is unwise to be too sure of one's own wisdom. It is healthy to be reminded that the strongest might weaken and the wisest might err. Great things are done by a series of small things brought together. Paradoxically, though it may seem, it is nonetheless true that life imitates art far more than art imitates life. It's the glasses that do not fit the nose, not the nose not fitting the glasses. Persistence guarantees that results are inevitable. I never want to change so much that people can't recognize me. We don't meet people face to face, but waste our time on social media's embrace. The words kept coming back to him, statement of a mystical truth and a palpable absurdity. I am not an optimist, but a great believer of hope. We should not judge people by their peak of excellence, but by the distance they have traveled from the point where they started. You're not obligated to win. You're obligated to keep trying, to the best you can do every day. The beauty of a living thing is not the atoms that go into it, but the way those atoms are put together. Humans are not to be differentiated by caste, color, creed, and gender, instead by their approach, positive or negative. The person you hurt the most in this world was the person that brought you into it. The truth is never what you want it to be, little fox. Some people talk in their sleep. Lecturers talk while other people sleep. To find what you seek in the road of life, the best proverb of all is that which says, "Leave no stone unturned." Sorrow is knowledge. They who know the most must mourn the deepest o'er the fatal truth. The tree of knowledge is not that of life. Success will be within your reach only when you start reaching out for it. There's nothing more inspiring than a person's courage to heal. I wanted to figure out why I was so busy, but I couldn't find the time to do it. Everything looks impossible initially, and then everything eases out gradually. Beginning is the key. Watch for the thing that will show itself to you, because that thing, when you find it, will be your future. In a world chasing trends, find solace in the everlasting embrace of authenticity and pure happiness. Find ecstasy in life. The mere sense of living is joy enough. You're only young once, but you can be immature forever. We live in an age when unnecessary things are our only necessities. Never let doubt guide your life's compass. As shadows fade once hope is found. Language always betrays us, tells the truth when we want to lie, and dissolves into formlessness when we would most like to be precise. Everything that can be thought at all can be thought clearly. Everything that can be said clearly. And there are really never endings, happy or otherwise. How we spend our days is, of course, how we spend our lives. Do not give way to useless alarm. Though it is right to be prepared for the worst, there is no occasion to look on it as certain. I am certain of nothing but the holiness of the heart's affections and the truth of the imagination. Weißt du, nicht jeder Wort dein Talent sein können, aber das heißt nicht, dass du keins besitzt. And don't tell me the end justifies the means, because it doesn't. We never reach the end. All we ever get is means. That's what we live with. Even if things don't unfold the way you expected, don't be disheartened or give up. One who continues to advance will win in the end. Life isn't supposed to play out the way we want, but the way it happens. Talent is helpful in writing, but guts are absolutely essential. Keep your best wishes close to your heart and watch what happens. Nothing is too late, till the tired heart shall cease to palpitate. It is rare for people to be asked the question which puts them squarely in front of themselves. Do not fear to be eccentric in opinion, for every opinion now accepted was once eccentric. The consequences of every act are included in the act itself. A man is never more truthful than when he acknowledges himself a liar. In my heart's most secret place, I pity them as angels do. Only the hand that erases can write the true thing. Even small positive shifts in thinking create huge results if you're consistent in your efforts. It's not whether you got knocked down, it's whether you get back up. Home is the place where, when you have to go there, they have to take you in. Happiness is a very pretty thing to feel, but very dry to talk about. Trust yourself. You know more than you think you do. There are people who have money and people who are rich. Strip back the beliefs pasted on by governances, schools, and states, you find indelible truths at one's core. Always bear in mind that your own resolution to succeed is more important than any one thing. Be compassionate and take responsibility for each other. If we only learned those lessons, this world would be a better place. Great achievement is usually born of great sacrifice and is never the result of selfishness.